I'm going to tell you what the most bullish thing in the world is right now that you can buy right now. It's going to go up like Tesla and Palantir did. When I told you to buy Tesla, what, 5 years ago? I told you to buy Palantir right when it had its first dump, when all its executives, all the people that were shareholders that got in early, dumped. What was that, about 2 months or 3 months after Palantir got listed? It's like that, except probably going to give you about 5 to 10 times more money in much shorter period of time. Tesla gave a lot of people a lot of money, but let's face it, it took 3, 4, 5 years. I mean, do you have that much time before AI takes your job, before you're so broke that your girlfriend leaves you, and you can't even afford to buy the good dog food, so your dog leaves you? Sounds like a country song. You don't have that kind of time. You need millions of dollars like day after tomorrow. And it's going to take a little bit longer than that, but these picks are going to give that to you. I'll tell you what the sector is right now. It's fastest growing sector for the last, month and a half? What happened about a month and a half ago? It's a faster growing sector than meme coins. And I'll tell you one right now. I guess I'll tell you. No, you know what I'll do? There's a meme coin that's going to go faster than any of these other things that I'm going to tell you about. But obviously, meme coins are super, super risky. So that I'm only going to tell you if you join my Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/OTC_Bitcoin. ko-fi.com/OTC_Bitcoin. Join that and I will give you the name of the meme coin. But 100% much, much safer is this sector that's outperforming all meme coins right now. What happened about a month and a half ago? You remember, anybody remember what happened about a month and a half ago? Google came out with an announcement saying, hey, we came out with a quantum chip. And instead of doing computing processes that take, septillion years or something, you can do it all in like 3 hours. And then Bitcoin dipped because everyone was like, well, what about Bitcoin's cryptography? Is it safe? Can it crack Bitcoin? Reality is, if something like that cracks Bitcoin, it's going to crack everything. It's going to crack the passwords to the passcode to your building, the passcode to your house, the passcodes to your safe in your house. Besides, Bitcoin has this thing called the cryptographic ledger. It's a public ledger. All they have to do is, if it gets violated, or let's say Bitcoin gets somehow hacked, all the Bitcoin devs have to do is say, stop, let's just rewind it to the block just before the hack happened, and just, boop. I'm sorry if you got a bunch of money or lost a bunch of money during that one block, but only like 1% of 1% of 1% of the people will be affected, and they'll just rewind the block, they'll just change the SHA cryptography, crypto, and it's safe again. They'll just, besides, if a quantum computer is strong enough to break your hash, your cryptography, then it's strong enough to make a formula that's so difficult that it itself can't break it. It's like, what happens if an immovable force meets an unstoppable fart or something? Is a hint as to the name of this brand new meme coin that just popped up about a day ago, 8 hours ago. Okay, so what is the sector that's growing super, super fast, faster than Tesla did over the last 5 years? It's going to be like Tesla's growth. Well, I guess I kind of already told you. It's going to be like Tesla's growth, except instead of over 5 or 6 years, it's going to be like Palantir's growth, except instead of 2 or 3 years, it's all just going to happen in like 4 or 5 months. All of this growth is going to go boop, in just this tiny little time period. Instead of Tesla going and growing really, really slowly. Now, 5 years isn't really that slow, but I'm going to show you right now. It's the quantum computing sector, and it's already up about 1,200% since the Google announcement. Well, is it too late? Is there going to be a big dump? Doesn't matter. Should I wait for dip? No. What if I get in and it dumps as soon as I buy in and I lose like 80%? Doesn't matter. And it's not going to. I'm going to show you in these charts. And I'm going to give you a list of stocks that are in the quantum computing sector. And I'll tell you which ones are worth buying and which ones aren't worth buying. And why. In this episode. And the screen's right behind me. So let's get to it. So here they are. I don't even know if you can see this. You might have to reverse mirror this or print this out and then put it up to a light bulb and then look at it in reverse. But here are the names. There is IonQ, Rigetti Computing, D-Wave, Quantum Computing Inc., and Arcit. Which one should I buy? Should I buy all three, all five? Answer is no. And this is what they look like. These are the two that you should buy, and this is what they look like. Wait a second. I shouldn't buy this one, should I? Because it's already up like 90,000% times. I should buy this one because it's on the dump. No, I'll tell you why. This one that's just a green dildo straight up actually looks like this. Whoa, yeah. Perfect inverse head and shoulders right here. Perfect inverse head and shoulders. You want to see how much higher it has to go? This is the tricky part. That was the 4-hour candles. This is the 8-hour candles. Whoa, wait. You know what? I'm just going to show you right here. I'm going to try and hold the camera still and show you. No, it couldn't have been that high. Are you kidding me? Wait, what's going on here? Are you actually kidding me? Are you, like, grabbing my balls and squeezing really hard right now? What's actually happening here? Look at that. This thing was way up here. It was so far up here, and it dumped 90-some%. It dumped 90-some% and ended up way down here. And this huge monster 10x dildo right here, super huge green dildo of money love, is actually just a tiny little blip. We're going to return to all-time high. We're literally going to return to all-time high. Oh, that's crazy. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. We're not going to return to all-time high. That's insane. That can never. I told you MicroStrategy would return to all-time high. All-time high was during the dot-com bust, when MicroStrategy was way up here, and everyone was fighting Michael Saylor, and the price went super, super low and just flatlined. Literally lost like 99.9%. It looked like a shitcoin that was just rugged by everybody, including the Haktua girl. And I said, no, MicroStrategy is going to return to all-time highs, and what happened? Everyone's like super pissed off about it. MicroStrategy is so high right now, it pumped even more than Bitcoin did. What did it pump? It pumped like 200 or 300% more than Bitcoin did. MicroStrategy's like this. Bitcoin's like this. MicroStrategy's like, nah, Bitcoin, we're going to outperform Bitcoin. This is what MicroStrategy's doing. This is going to do the same thing. So yeah, even if right now it's at 1,200%, think of it as confirmation that we're bullish. We're actually 1,200% higher than we were a month ago. I told my followers at Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/OTC_Bitcoin, that I'm going to make this announcement, and I am. I'm going to tell them about this is just before I upload this YouTube video. And it's still early, super, super early, as you can see in that chart. There's this huge green dildo of love that's 1,200% higher than it was when we got in, but compared to the actual all-time high, it's like this. It's literally just like tiny little baby pea, just like that. Okay, so should I just buy Qubit, QUBT? Let's go into that. No. If you read up about this and if you do the backstory thing, what about all the other ones? Well, okay, so there's Rigetti Computing. What about Rigetti? Rigetti Computing sounds like it makes pasta. Okay, don't buy Rigetti Computing. Just buy IonQ and Qubit. Well, what about D Quantum? D Quantum sounds D-D Quantum sounds like something. If an OnlyFans girl had a special guest star, she would get D Quantum or something. It's stupid. None of these other companies actually have anything quantum. In fact, quantum computing, QDP, what is it? QUDT doesn't even have a quantum computer. Only IonQ has an actual quantum computer system, but QUDT has a NASA contract. So isn't that good? And then there's a bunch of FUD about that. Well, it's just a maintenance NASA project. And QUBT, well, this is the weird part. It started off as a beverage company, and then they went into like security or something. They went into like locks and like physical door locks or something. Or it's stupid. The CEO, they basically jumped into NASDAQ and jumped into Wall Street using a SPAC. You remember what SPACs were? When it was super easy to get a publicly listed company because you just took over a ticker. You're like, hey, that's a ticker that's not doing anything. I'm just going to take over and just... That's what happened. It started off as a beverage company, and then they changed their name and changed their ticker and all that. And then they started doing all sorts of weird stuff, like they became locksmiths or something. I'm probably wrong about this. And then what happened was finally, they hired an actual PhD that's an expert in trace bomb detection. And he's the current CEO of QUBT, and he's an expert in super microscopic, like quantum level traces of bombs, which is interesting right now. Is that ringing a bell right now? Drones over New Jersey. Bombs. They're smelling for bombs. So he's in the perfect position to take advantage of all this weird memery. It's meme cockery is what it is. And make a ton of money for his shareholders, even if he's not directly producing a quantum computer, which IonQ is. Having said that, is the CEO a Steve Jobs style, Elon Musk style alpha man that's just going to make the company go 500x, 1000x? Yeah, I don't think so. But look at GameStop. Who's the CEO of GameStop? Do you even know? Do you even care? And it did 100x or 500x or whatever it did. I don't even follow GameStop, but I'm just using that as an example of a company that becomes a meme stock because, well, it just fits the narrative of the predominant culture at the moment, and that's QUBT. Fits that. If you want an actual company that's actually doing work in the quantum computing space, it's IonQ because they've actually got a real quantum computer system set up. But that's not to say that QUBT doesn't have any technology at all. It does have technology. It's not as exciting. It's not as powerful as the technology that IonQ has right now. But remember, when MicroStrategy first started up, before it became a mega super expensive company on the NASDAQ 100 that just got inducted into the top 100 list, it had like bullshit accounting software or something like that. Isn't that what MicroStrategy did? Like accounting software or something stupid like that? Or was it sales software that couldn't even compete with Salesforce? I don't know. Again, I don't know. That proves to you that nobody knows. And yet it's still a 100x or 200x company from the time I told you to buy it. It didn't do anything back then. Now it's doing something. Palantir. What did Palantir have when it first launched? And I was like, guys, you got to buy Palantir. Especially now that all the executives have sold out and they've completely dumped all their stock that they've been holding for 4, 5, 6 years or something. Karp made his chief staff hold their stock for years and years and years. They couldn't even afford to buy a decent condo in San Francisco. They were poor, so they had to sell the stock. I'm like, buy it now. Get in now. What did they have back then? They had nothing. They had an idea and some code that nobody knew what it did. Nobody knew what they were going to do. We're Palantir. We're going to solve civil planning issues and World War III scenario play out issues. With what? How? Can we see a demo? We don't know. We're not sure. And no. Was Palantir's answer 3-4 years ago. What about Tesla? When Tesla first started, it was like, oh, Tesla has this Roadster, and then what happened to it? Motor One or some car blog or some car YouTube channel flooded it and said, and scripted that the battery runs out and scripted that the car dies or something like that, and just turned it into this stupid script. I think Elon Musk sued them and won, got some money, but then, I mean, the fact that Elon sued them and won never hit the news. What hit the news was that this electric car called the Tesla Roadster is ugly and it's unreliable, and you have to push it back into the garage. That's how Tesla started. Well, I guess there's nothing to this. Dude, whenever anything starts, it's a baby. It shits in its own diaper. It can't even feed itself. It can't even walk. That's what beginning companies do. Don't expect Jesus Christ to be born making wine from water and resurrecting people the moment you go public. That's just not what happens. And these companies, these quantum computing stocks, are crap right now. They're crappy. And they're as cheap as they are crappy. Look at the market cap. You should actually do the market cap. I don't have that with me. But the market caps are all fairly similar. There's like a 200-300% difference between a couple of these. But the only ones that are worth buying are IonQ and QUBT, as far as these quantum computing stocks go. And I've explained to you why. The only other thing I should tell you about Qubit, there's nothing out of the ordinary about IonQ. IonQ is like IBM, except in the 1990s. IonQ is like Microsoft during the year 2000s. I'm just going to keep doing this. But QUBT is just going to go bang, poof, bang, poof. Because it kind of has substance, but it kind of doesn't. It has this really weird technology, except it's quantum computing. No, it's like quantum bomb detection. What? And there's lots of bombs. There's like a New York drone situation going on, looking for dirty bombs and atomic weapons right now on the eastern seaboard. What? Is that real? Your channel should get defunded. It's not even monetized, guys. My channel isn't even monetized. It's just perfectly positioned for weird meme cockery narratives right now. So QUBT, sell a little bit on massive pumps. After you wait, then sell a little bit. Oh, I see a massive pump, I should sell now. No. What did I just say? I see a massive pump now, wait. It's still pump, wait. It's still, wait. Do that a couple days, and then sell a little bit, and then you'll see a massive boof. Be prepared to buy in during the fear, because this whole sector, you saw that chart. You saw that, wow, here's this green thing, and then you zoom in and you look at where it was, where all-time high was, and this thing looks like nothing. It's going to hit all-time high again. It's going to break all-time high again. And to do that, we're looking at another what? Ew, I don't know. You know what? I'll look this up for you. It's $25 right now. All-time high is $50. You're looking at 20x, 20 times your money before we hit all-time high again. And I think we're going to hit all-time high really quick, like weeks, if not days. Well, not days, but weeks. And get some IonQ. And if you want the name of the meme coin that's going to do even better than both of these stocks, I'm going to release the name of that meme coin in my Ko-Fi. It's my private Discord community that you can get to from ko-fi.com/OTC_Bitcoin. Get rich, guys.